public hearing, so anybody who has a suggestion or an interest or a reason to care about Bergen Regional Medical Center should come to the meetings, or they're going to be open to the public, and should speak and let us know what your best ideas are. I don't pretend to have the answers. I just know we have to find them and be ready to deal with the situation before 2017 comes. So in the next couple of months, you're going to see a lot of hearings and discussions with anybody who wants to have those discussions about what we're going to do with Bergen Regional Medical Center. We protect the people who are there, we protect the people who work there, and we make sure that Bergen County taxpayers are not burdened with something we just can't afford to have.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Good evening. For the last,
Your name?
Charles Oglesby.
Speak up so everybody can hear your question.
Can you hear me now? Okay. For the last few months, we've read in the paper about the Bergen County Police Department gaining all of these paramilitary, military equipment. I know you've gone on the record, Ms. Donovan, with your belief on it, Mr. Tedesco, and maybe you might want to reiterate tonight, but I'd like to hear your opinion on the militarization of the Bergen County Police Department.
Who would like to answer?
I can answer the question. I'll just make one correction, sir. What I've talked about is the militarization of police, period, but the Bergen County Police Department is not being militarized.
Sure.
The Sheriff's Department, they wanted 2 MRAPs, those are those line-resistant tanks. And I've said from the very beginning, before Ferguson, if you will, but from the very beginning, we do not need tanks in Bergen County law enforcement. What I have also said is, God forbid, we have a need for mine-resistant tanks. We're going to call them the National Guard because they have the equipment to do that, but it doesn't need to be in policing in Bergen County. Part of what I said before is the Bergen County Police Department is looking at that's not the right word, I'm not going to say it that way, trying to calm down situations we go to so that we don't lose people in situations we don't have to. So when you come to a mentally ill person, you have a taser that works to stop that person from committing something where you have to use a bullet, and that emergency services unit truck that I talked about before, but I'm totally against MRAPs, and I will not change my position on that.
Thank you.
Let me make this real clear so you all hear me. I do not support the militarization of Bergen County. I do not. Okay? No one supports that the way that the vehicles were used in Ferguson, and that will not happen while I'm here or when I become the county executive. It will not. But let me say this. The same vehicle used in Ferguson has been deployed without standard operating procedures in this county by the county executive and by the county police. Now, the difference is one organization gets a vehicle and the other SWAT organization doesn't. That's not fair to the men and women who are protecting us. If we have a vehicle in Bergen County, that vehicle should be shared by everybody, not by just one organization, nor by one group of people. If that had a Bergen County sticker on it, then everybody would get to use it, and we wouldn't even be talking about it right. Because the county executive and the county police department would have allowed it to be used by everybody.
Thank you. We have another question. Step up to the mic, please.
This is directed at Madam Executive. You speak about the militarization of Bergen County. You recently authorized the purchase of a .50 caliber rifle for the Bergen County Emergency Services Unit. That weapon is capable of firing ammunition that has been designed to destroy trucks and armored vehicles. It is capable of being loaded with explosive projectiles as well as incendiary projectiles. My question is, why wasn't a standard police rifle available for county police instead of such a destructive rifle?
Well, I don't know about the rifle, though I know certainly it was not authorized for emergency services unit because they don't use that kind of thing, sir. So I'm not quite sure. I think you kind of mixed up a whole fruit basket there, and I really can't answer the question as you asked me. I will say, for the people who are wondering, my opponent voted for MRAS. Let's be really clear about that. He got kind of cute with the answer. He voted in support of having MRAS for the sheriff here in Bergen County. But in answer to your question, sir, I don't understand it, so I can't answer anything with that.
This gun, if fired from here tonight, would go through Englewood into Teaneck, over a mile, and into a house in Teaneck. This is what was purchased by the county executive, by the county police, and as you can see, it says Bergen County Police. You talk about militarization. Why would you want a military anti-tank gun in Bergen County?
Yes, step right up, please.
With all due respect to...
Your name, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Guido Spinozzi from Hackensack, New Jersey. With all due respect, we know that there are photoshops, photos that are not real. I don't know if that's possible.
What is your question?
Well, that might be a real thing for the Bergen County. Maybe.
All right, so you're questioning the veracity of the picture? The photo.
Yes.
Sir, you can question it. My word is my word, and I'll tell you right now, I don't lie. So this is a real picture of a real gun that Bergen County has standing alongside a real truck in Bergen County.
We have another question, another subject. This is your opportunity to ask these candidates their positions on many vital issues that are confronting us here in Bergen County. You know, Bergen County is the most populous county in the state of New Jersey and is also the wealthiest county. So now's the time to ask these questions. Your name, sir?
Junius Carter, resident of Englewood. My question is, I've heard a lot of politics, you know, you saying one thing, she's saying another. The quality of life in Bergen County, as in the country, is at a pitfall. I would like to hear what both of you all's plans are. We're talking about Bergen Regional and other things, health facilities, jobs. I've heard bits and pieces mentioned, but going forward, how do you plan to protect the quality of life in Bergen County?
That's a very broad question. Would you like to respond first?
Yes, sir. Part of it is what I said earlier. I will continue to work on sharing services with our municipalities. We pay too much money in property taxes in Bergen County, and I could cut them by a third, which would certainly increase everybody's quality of life if you're paying less taxes. When I get the mayors and council to begin to share more, and they have. They've been very good about beginning to look at that, but when they share more services, we're going to see better. We will continue with our jobs fair. 700 people have gotten jobs so far. We will continue to do that. We will work on getting people in our communities to get their mayors and council, and that's a redo of the first part, to get their mayors and council to begin to realize that they can share services. What we've done in the first term has certainly showed that concept of spending less of your tax dollars on things, cutting out the waste, and giving that money back to you, keeping the taxes below the rate of inflation. When my opponent was the mayor of Paramus, 2 years in a row, he raised taxes 9%. That's 18% tax increase in 2 years as the mayor of Paramus. That's the kind of thing I will not be doing in my second term as county executive. I will continue to work with everybody to get the best quality of life here. Our parks are now some of the best in the country. 201 Magazine has named Overpet Park as the best park in the county, and Van Song Park is the second best park in the county. They're both county parks, and we talk about quality of life. Those are open to everybody, and they are used continually for all of our citizens. We're going to do that again and again. We took what we had and made it much better, and that's the kind of thing we're going to continue to do.
I think there's two important things. First, education. We need to work on education. We need to work on educating our young people so that they can become the leaders for tomorrow. I've laid out a plan that talks about a tutoring program where we use accelerated students to help tutor our students that need help. I talked about having a program where we get internet service, partnering with public and private partnership to bring internet service to those who can't afford it. I also believe that we need to do teacher on student more time after school hours so that our students that need that extra help get that. Another part of quality of life is transportation. How are we going to look at transportation in Bergen County? We need to address transportation in Bergen County. I'm looking at ways to help students get to Bergen Community College that have trouble getting there today. I proposed an apprentice program, an internship program, in having students have an apprenticeship program and then intern from that apprentice program. Community of life initiatives. One of the things that I'd like to do is I'd like to talk to the federal government, our senators and congresspeople. We have a lot of forfeiture money in Bergen County. We get forfeiture money from people that do illegal things, and the money and that's captured. I'd like to be able to have the money